Now begins the challenge of finishing the interior of the barn. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I'm working on today. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. We're a small homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest, west-southwest of Crater Lake National Park. This is a modern homestead, and it's also a hobby of mine. So today's assignment is I'm in the building project series on the homestead, and today we're finishing the exterior of the barn by installing the posts that go along the railing along the steps. So I managed to purchase 2 more of these 8-foot long boards. I'm going to cut them into thirds, and we're going to go ahead and trim them at an angle and screw them to the side rails to hold them up. So let's get this thing cut and get this show on the road. Okay, I have to do a bevel cut because of the slant of the rails on the stairs, so they'll match a little bit better. So what I'm going to do, use my tape measure to prop that up, align my mark. Now that the posts are done, I'm going to go ahead and turn my attention to the rails. So let's get those cut. And now we paint it. And now that's done. So let's move into the inside. It's getting cold and I can work inside in the warmth. Okay, now we get to do the finish work on the barn here, especially indoors. In the last video I showed you what I did outside, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off the stalls today. And I've got my heater going in here. It's the heater I borrowed from the greenhouse, so we're going to go ahead and get the environment heated up in here because I've got to do some painting and I want the paint to be able to dry and set really good while I'm painting. So with the heater on, I don't need this. I'll go ahead and take this off, and then we'll find a place to put it. This is as good a place as any. And then step 1, I have the flooring material. That's right, I'm putting flooring material on the walls and the ceiling. And then I purchased extra flooring material. We're going to go ahead and coat the stall walls with the same material because it makes it really easier to clean up if I have to clean it up. For this job, I went ahead and installed a 4-foot wide by 8-foot long sheet of plywood as my sub base, and I used some L brackets on the edges to fix it to the wall. And I'm just going to go ahead and coat it with a wall material, but I had to cut this plywood sheet, and I cut it 66 3/4 inch or something like that. And that's what this one is. And then these other two walls, I just took a sheet of plywood and cut it in half. So I got two 4-foot by 4-foot sections, and go ahead and coat those with flooring material. Excuse me if I'm advertising my Fruit of the Looms underwear to you guys. It's unintentional. Now I have to put the trim up around the door. Utilizing the heat in here, and I'm painting these boards so they'll dry, and these boards are for the interior posts and rails. So when I get those installed, you'll see what their uses are for. So I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me on this episode of Building Projects on finishing up the new barn. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this part of it. I've done a lot on getting the barn done. I still have to go down and get some a few more pieces, about 6 more boards, and I still have to trim out the window and finish trimming out the barn. And I got to get some boards to go ahead and finish out my gates along with hinges and latches. And then I've also got have to install the manger and the feeders for the hogs. So I'm going to go ahead and save that to the final video. And also, I'm waiting on a part that's coming from China, and it's coming from a really slow boat from China. I ordered it 3 weeks ago, and there's no sign of it coming in anytime soon, but it's specific parts I need to finish off the barn with, so stay tuned for those videos. So I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, in this segment of Building the Barn. Please subscribe, give me a comment, thumbs up. Always, I like to see. If you give me a thumbs down, that's okay. If you don't like what you see, why are you watching? I mean, seriously, why are you watching? Anyway, smash that icon that's a little bell up there, and that alerts you to the new videos as I upload them. Be sure to follow me on social media. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Google+, and Blogger. I'll see you guys in more videos. Bye-bye. Dang! I'll see you guys in more videos. Bye-bye.